You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Good day to you all. Welcome to the new. I'm your host, Randy Brown, with my lovely and beautiful co-host, April.
Hey.
So, happy Juneteenth. Let me get that out the way. Happy Friday as well. But more so, happy Juneteenth. It is the recognized Independence Day for African Americans in the United States, June 19th, 1865. And I'm gonna get into more of that later on because I started a beehive on my Facebook page just a few minutes ago before coming on the show. But anyways, honey, how are you doing today?
I'm tired. I've been tired for the past 2 weeks with this whole, moving thing. I've just been tired, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. It's going. It's going. It's gonna happen. So I mean, just gotta take it day by day, step by step. So yeah, thank you for asking.
Yeah, you're welcome. So this is our last show that we're gonna do here in Naples, Italy, as we are preparing to return back to the abyss, or I should say the U.S. and
or the BS.
Or the BS.
Or the BS.
It depends on
I don't know how you want to look at it. Yeah, exactly.
But nonetheless, this is our last show here. It is kind of bittersweet. We've been here 3 years now, and we've grown to love it, grown to accept a lot of things that goes on here.
The culture,
the culture
is so different,
yes.
And it's just so laid back. So
yeah.
when one thing I want to say is that when most Europeans or well, usually Europeans or foreigners say that, hey, Americans just don't have it right. They're right. We don't have it right, and the reason why is not even because of this like rioting and protesting stuff. They've been saying this even before this started. It's because we are a baby nation. So all the stuff that we're going through right now is stuff that they've been there, done that, and they're just like, oh, you're so cute. Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever. So, I mean, it's funny, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to stay over here in Europe. Just saying.
Well, we will return one day, I'm sure. But anyways, so there's a lot going on in the world. Not just so much the U.S. We recently been focused on talking about things going on in the U.S. and can't help it because there's just a lot going on. It seemed like the rest of the world went on pause as the U.S. stayed activated. And it goes back to what you were just saying about the Europeans. Europeans here, they like the U.S. folks, Americans have it wrong because we are so busy all the time. We are always on the go. We are always, just trying to come up with the next thing and everything else
And
without stopping to smell the roses.
And we always want things to go our way.
Yeah.
And what we fail to realize is that in a nation that's filled with so many different types of people, so many different types of religions, so many types of ethnicities, that's impossible for one person to get their way all the time. It's impossible. And we fail to realize that. And so in the US, we seem to think that, hey, if you don't feel or think the same way that I feel or think, then something's wrong with you and you need to be shamed.
That's true. And
it's not even everyone. I'm not gonna say it's everyone.
No, it's not everyone. It's not everywhere. It's just a majority of the places.
I'm just gonna say it's the left. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's the left. It's the left that feels that way.
Mostly, yes, yeah. For those that don't know what the left is, that not your left, like your left side of the body, but the Democratic Party. But anyways, so one thing I want to touch on real quick, and it's been kind of disturbing, nonetheless, is the series of hangings that are being discovered in the U.S. in recent days, well, recent last couple of weeks. Now, a majority, I'm not gonna say all of them, a majority of them have been chalked up as suicides or chalked up as no foul play surrounding these things. Now, one of them I was like, yeah, that was definitely a suicide because they was found hanging by the library and they was hung with a USB cord. This is like, I just don't see anybody walking around with a USB cord and be like, hey,
no. First off, people have USB cords in their car all the time. Okay. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, this can go
long enough to hang a person with.
Honey, you have a pretty long USB cord.
Yeah, if it stays in the house.
Okay, but I'm saying depends on that's just you. Some people may have longer ones that they transport with them. All I'm saying is this, okay? When someone dies, especially hanging themselves, usually it's a personal thing. And they usually hang themselves in their house, somewhere where their family's gonna find them, in their house, in their closet, in their driveway. They don't do a public hanging. They don't do that.
Great point. And to that is the question that becomes, why are these people hanging themselves or being hung in public places, the library, a school, a Walmart parking lot?
So did we not have hangings back in the past, public hangings?
Public, like as in there's a gathering of people.
A gathering
and
of
they're
who?
Watching
what people?
Of white people, and they're watching a black person
so who's
being
to
hung.
say that didn't happen and they're just not coming forward?
And that could very well be the case, but we
Okay.
don't know.
We
And
don't
so
know, so therefore we can't make a comment on it.
we can't speculate, and I agree with you. But nonetheless, I'm addressing the simple fact that there are these random locations of people being hung.
No, it's not random. It's two locations. It's
No, no.
California and Texas. It's California
in
and
New York,
Texas.
in New York now,
Okay.
in Georgia.
Okay.
There's 4.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. People are being hung like it's back in the day.
Yeah.
And if
Or hanging
people,
themselves. No, this is what I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at.
okay, what are you getting at? They're hanging themselves? Go ahead.
If they are hanging themselves,
Okay.
why are they hanging themselves, and why are they making it a public spectacle during the most critical time in this nation's current, what's going on currently in the nation? Are they trying to further invoke, racial tensions by making it seem like this was a racial act? Because one of them was Hispanic, not all of them were black. One of them was Hispanic, and that was like.
It doesn't freaking matter.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
It
Because
does
guess what? They weren't white, and so it doesn't really matter. They're all getting hung.
So what happens when there's now going to be, say, next week, a string of white people being found hung? Then what?
Then we'll go from there. But right now, it seems like
Mm-hmm.
the past is repeating itself, which is why, and I hope we touch on this, which is why you don't want to forget your past, because once you start to forget your past, then you can't learn from it. It seems like the past is repeating itself, and if people are getting hung now, but we've erased all the people that were hung back in the day, they don't remember that this used to be like a normal thing. Like they used to wake up and find people hung to death, like in the town square. And yes, people knew who did it. Yes, the police were in on it. And it depends on what town it's in or where it's at, whatever else. This was a thing. So I'm not saying that this is like that white people are doing it. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that we would be really, really just like silly to ignore the fact that maybe this is a rebuttal to the riots, which is, hey, you guys want to riot? And now this brings the KKK back up into being active again, which they're always active, but maybe they're just going to go back to and resort to their old ways. I mean, I'm just saying that we would be really silly to ignore that, okay? And like I said, hanging yourself is usually a personal thing. If you're going to do it to commit suicide, it's personal. Psychologically, it's personal. You don't do it in a public spectrum. Now, here's the thing, and this is what I want to tell you, because you're going to talk about, hey, there's suicide bombers. Yes, there's suicide bombers. And yes, they kill themselves. They kill themselves for their cause. But those suicide bombers are also promised other things, and their families are taken care of, and so on and so forth, before they actually go ahead and commit suicide. So I don't feel like it's the same thing.
So what about those who commit suicide as martyrs to a cause or as statement suicides? In the case of some of these, perhaps. What if these people they made some kind of secret pact?
Until it comes out that they were associated with anything.
No, not until. What if they are?
But until it comes out, if they were, you can't go based off the fact of what if they are.
If there's a series
of them, you're saying what if. You're giving me what if-isms, okay? I don't need that. We don't know that.
What if?
No, but we don't need that. We don't know. So until everything comes out, we don't know.
All trails lead to.
No, all trails lead to that these people were hung in public places.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all we know.
Okay.
Them saying that it's suicide, yeah, do some more investigation.
Okay.
Them saying that it was that someone else killed them, okay, do some more investigation. Show me what happened. And right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna let you guys know because I'm very honest. There is no way that they don't know exactly how these people were hung. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because there's these things called closed circuit televisions or whatever, cameras. And they're all over the place. They're all over the place. Like, they've caught some of the looters. They've caught some of the looters who were like setting fire and doing stuff like that. These closed cameras caught some of the looters just based off of getting a glance of them, getting a glance of a shirt, or a shirt. That reminds me, there was this girl who she had a shirt that was something that was worn exclusively off of Rosu or whatever. I don't know. I don't shop online. And they backtracked and they found her. And now she's facing up to 80 years in prison because she set 2 fires, 2 arsons. This happens. They have they can track you moment to moment to moment now. Like back in the day, like in the 80s, and 90s, when people like me was not committing crimes, but others were, they couldn't track you like that. But now they can get you from moment to moment to moment. She got on the bus, she went to the store, she came out, then she went to the bathroom. Like, they can track you. So no, I'm sorry. I think that no, they know what's going on with these murders or suicides, whatever.
These cases.
Okay, we'll say cases.
And if there's nothing else coming of them, as you pointed out, there's too much technology available to not know. So if they're just concluding like, hey, this is a suicide or that there's no foul play, they may know everything already. So the question becomes, like I said, all trails lead to what's really going on. If that is the case, if all of these cases that's scattered in different locations, if they're all saying that there's no foul play,
riots were scattered in different locations. So come on, honey, you think it's that hard to organize? Hey, we're gonna hang some people here. We're gonna hang some people there.
It's not hard, but I'm saying if the evidence, if the conclusive evidence is saying, if they're all coming out, the police and investigators, even family members, they're all coming out saying that yes.
Maybe family members got the money. Maybe they got the money that the martyr was supposed to do, and they were like, hey, okay, he said he was going to do it, but he gave us $100,000, so we just need to shut up. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
We will leave that alone. Hey,
okay, this was supposed to be my show, and that was not supposed to be one of my topics.
Okay, we'll be right back after this short, quick message. Stay tuned.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
We all know the Thrive Experience is one of the fastest growing health and wellness movements in the world. And we all know promoters can earn nice rewards by sharing the experience with others. However, the Thrive Experience has just been upgraded. Introducing new Thrive Experience packages for customers and promoters. 2-week pack. Enough Thrive, capsules, shake, and DFT for 2 weeks on the experience. The 2-week package is designed for those who maybe aren't fully ready to commit to the Thrive Experience and just need a little taste of what Thrive is all about. 4-week pack. Enough Thrive, capsules, shake, and DFT for 4 weeks on the experience. The 4-week package is the ideal package for everyone to be on monthly. And for those that select this package, we'll throw in a free box of Shake Mix, 30 days of capsules, shake, and DFT. 4-week couple pack, Enough Thrive, capsules, shake, and DFT for 2 people for 4 weeks on the experience. The 4-week pack is ideal for couples that want to thrive together. This package receives 2 free Shake Mixes, 60 days of capsules, shake, and DFT.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Hey, welcome back. So what we were just discussing before the break, or before the commercial break, was the string of suicide or murders, we don't know, but that's going on across America right now with the hangings, all the hangings, whether or not they're suicides or they're murders. So alone, we're gonna not let it continue to down the road of speculation. So
We'll see what
what
comes of
happens
it.
comes of it. Yes, exactly. We'll let people do the job and do the job that they're paid to do. So, anyways, honey, like I said, I'm gonna let you pilot. I'm letting you pilot today.
Oh, it's back to me again.
Yeah, I'm letting you pilot today.
Oh, okay.
I just want to touch on, I just want to talk about that.
Okay,
That
it's back to
particular-
me.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me know it's back to me, which means, once again, you guys, I hate to say it, like I said, we don't prepare for the show. Actually, usually Randy has topics and he just throws them at me and then we discuss them. Like, I'm just well versed in my topics. So he has a topic and I already know. So now I have to pull topics out of my head of things I've seen or what I remember. Which, if you guys know, I'm old and I don't remember that much. So just bear with me. Okay. So one of the things that I think I want to talk about is the whole you have in different states police officers not going to work. And they're not going to work because it's called, what is it called? It's called police flu.
Blue flu.
Blue flu. That's what it's called. It's called blue flu. Okay. And so they're like calling in and they're not going to work. And it's because they're like tired of it. And, I get it. Now, this is in response to the Brooks case and the officer being charged with murder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all right, I'm about to take some heat for this, and that's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to taking heat. There is a difference between murder and excessive force. And I feel in this case, it may have been more or less an excessive force, not necessarily murder. But this police officer was charged with murder. And so in support, there's other police officers that are coming out and they're just like, hey, no, we're not going to stand for this. And hey, if our own cities and governments are not going to support us, then why should we be out there putting our lives on the line when as soon as we do something because we're in fear or we feel like our lives are in jeopardy, then as soon as we do something to protect ourselves, then all of a sudden we're being charged as the murderer. Now, mind you, this is one thing that I want to put out there. Mind you, that when you charge these police officers for murder, and they're not really committing murder, you're putting them in jail with some of the people that they sent to jail. So that's something that you need to take into consideration, okay? You're gonna send them to a hostile environment, especially if they're with some of the people that they put in jail. Now, going back to difference between murder and excessive force. I think there's a difference, and Randy and I, we don't disagree. We disagree on this point once again. Oh, another disagreement. What? We're on the roll. Maybe Randy and I might be headed for divorce. I don't know. We don't agree. We don't agree on this show. But the point is, I say, you shoot to wound, take them in, and go. Now go ahead, Randy, because I know he's going to have a whole bunch to say. Go ahead. Let it go.
Here's the thing.
Give it all to me.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Let me wet my whistle. Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Oh, by the way, yes, we are drinking out of solo cups because we are in the process of moving, so we have dishes. So yes, I'm drinking out of a solo cup. Okay.
Got my red solo cup.
There we go. All right. Just want to let everyone know we didn't go like straight ghetto on you guys. We just don't have any dishes.
No. So here's the thing with the rush to judgment, because that's what it is. This is social justice that's going on in America right now. Cops, whether in the right or the wrong, they're not being afforded the due process And what I mean by the due process is they're just automatically being presumptively charged with these crimes, so to speak.
Allegations.
And, yeah, allegations, crimes, whatever. They're being presumptively charged, and then they kind of like they just fade off and they disappear and they sit in jail for a while until they go to court. Now, we look at the different cases that has happened. They haven't gone to trial yet because the country is in such an uproar right now. It's going to be next to impossible to get an impartial
Okay, but that's
jury.
what I'm talking about.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna touch on everything you just said.
Okay, please.
And then let's move into shooting to wound or wounding to apprehend would be more appropriate because you could tase somebody until they fall and you catch them, but that is unconstitutional.
Okay, now this is where we disagree. Okay, I gotta take my spectacles back off because I'm about to have my head moving and everything else.
And folks, please don't take my word for it. Just don't. I want you to research. I want you to see where I'm going with this. Not that I agree with it. I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you the facts and giving you the truth. That's all I'm here to do. Give you facts and truth. You don't have to agree with it. You can research for yourself and see where I'm coming from and see what I'm talking about and what I'm laying on the table here. And it isn't violating the Constitution.
Let's get to it.
The Supreme Court deemed that shooting to wound by police officers at any level would be deemed as unconstitutional because it would violate the Fourth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment was what?
Search and seizure.
Okay, how would it violate the Fourth Amendment?
Because you're trying to apprehend someone and utilizing a technique in which that leads now into the Eighth Amendment of cruel and unusual.
Search and seizure.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with shooting someone to disable them.
Let me finish.
Okay, all right. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
I'm trying to get there.
Let's go.
The seizure aspect of the Fourth Amendment violates the Eighth Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment, because you're shooting someone, inflicting unnecessary or undue harm onto a person to apprehend them.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So, cruel and unusual punishment, Eighth Amendment. Got it. Do you not think it is cruel and unusual punishment to kill someone without them even going to court and knowing whether or not they were guilty or not? That's cruel and unusual punishment. At least if someone got shot in their arm or their leg, at least they're still alive.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree. But however,
I'm just saying.
Circumstances.
Depends on the circumstance.
Yes.
And guess what? Instead of shooting to kill or shooting in this is where they're taught to shoot.
Yep.
Okay. So, instead of shooting there, shoot them in the leg, shoot them in the arm, whatever. Apprehend them.
Let me finish now. Going into that also violates the 14th Amendment with that as well. But let me address your shoot to wound.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Mr. McClinton. You're absolutely right.
So let's talk about shooting to wound. If a suspect is running and you're trying to shoot at legs or arms, which is a very, very slender silhouette.
It doesn't matter. You miss, they get away, whatever. You get them next time.
Get them next time.
You get them next time.
Go after them next time.
Period.
I get that, and I don't have a problem with that. However, if you're trying to train or you're telling people, hey, if you're going to utilize force or you're going to shoot somebody, just aim at the legs, aim at the arms. It's next to impossible. They may mess around and hit somebody else.
Okay, well, guess what? So now they have these psychologists that they're trying to bring in California that are going to be unarmed and they're going to respond to what they think is non-violent calls to 911. Really? How is that supposed to work? How is that supposed to work? See, I'm saying, hey, you shoot, you miss, whatever, you get next time. Whatever, because understand, if you're breaking the law, you're gonna break the law again. Period. It's just a matter of time before they catch you. That's it.
Catch you or kill you.
Well, whichever. They're gonna catch you or kill you. Whatever. It's just a matter of time. If you're a lawbreaker, you tend to keep breaking the law. That's what you do. That's like your habit. So with that being said, is it necessary to like really kill someone at the time, especially if it's a non-violent crime? If it's a non-violent crime, dude, oh, he got away. We'll catch him next time.
And we could.
I did my job. I showed up for the call.
We could venture down that path.
But look, I did my job. I showed up for the call.
Yeah, but then you're perpetuating
Perpetuating
the risk of public safety, because that
the risk of public safety when we have all these illegal immigrants that are in the country that we can't even track. See, understand, we can track these people because they have social security numbers. We have them on file, and they probably have a criminal record from the past. But there's all these illegal immigrants that are undocumented, that are coming over and they commit crimes. We can't even document them or catch them, and they commit crimes. So are you really kidding me about this? It perpetuates? Really? No, it's already perpetuating from other people. Go ahead.
I'm talking about all of the people.
No.
If you're saying let them go and we just catch them again, you're perpetuating the risk of public safety by allowing this person to get away until the next time, and then they will
just like when we deport people and then they come back.
I got that.
Okay.
And then they will then inflict harm or kill somebody else because we let them go. And even going to your point about illegal immigrants and the catch and release program and everything else, it's the same thing. I disagree with that as well. You catch them, you lock them up. Hell, I will build a prison center right on the border and be like, they're in neutral territory. What? And they'd be like, oh, okay. So every time they get caught in the United States or in Mexico, or they're trying to cross over wherever, or in Canada, they get put into the prison right there on the border.
So once
again, it becomes now they're detained.
As you guys can
that's
see,
how you fix that problem.
This is something that Randy and I disagree on. We, like I said, we don't do this in advance.
Folks, if you want to call in, you can call in through our Zoom link. We had that posted on our page, and you can also watch us live on the exceptionalconservativeshow.com and see everything that's going on there as well. I do not have the chat room open because normally I cannot see the chat room while we're airing or streaming. So, but you can call in live on Zoom to give us your thoughts, your comments, your questions, or just to simply just say we're idiots and you hate our guts. That's been happening on our Facebook page the last few days. So either way, we welcome it all. So.
Are we going to a commercial break right now? No?
Yes.
Oh, whoa, because I want to say something. Okay.
Go ahead. No.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
So, what do you want to say?
That was quick.
It was.
What I was going to say is that, as I was saying, that we don't,
we don't agree on things. Yes. But
we don't agree on things. But understand the one thing that Randy left off on was about the hatred that we get. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh. I have to stop, and I had to stop mid-thought.
We have to welcome our CEO, president of the network of the Exceptional Conservative Show, Mr. Exceptional One himself, Kenneth McClinton.
Oh my gosh, I'm so gracious. I'm bowing down right now to you. I don't know if you can see me, Mr. Clinton.
Listen, I just want to let y'all know something. Them cups, I know y'all got them filled with some
water.
40. You know what I'm saying? Give a little shout out for little Porky who couldn't be here today, right?
Oh yeah, go. Yeah, pour out one for the homies.
It's water, Mr. Clinton. It's water. We have to stay hydrated.
Yeah, pour out for the homies.
Really? It's water. Oh my gosh. And that's why I wanted to talk about summer, but Randy didn't let me do. He said I could run the show, but then he took it over. Okay, because I wanted to talk about the summer and about people being hydrated. Didn't happen.
Yes, folks, drink water.
Don't worry about April. Y'all went all the way to Italy, and this is what y'all bringing back.
Water. We're bringing back water.
Listen, I love you all. You all have done a wonderful job broadcasting from Italy, and basically giving people an ideal or creative expression that they're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say, April, you always make the camera look beautiful. And you know, I just want to say, Randy, thanks, homie, for holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Making it be a man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. days are hard. You know, I understand how the rest of the American dads and men feel. You know, they just want to walk out the door.
Okay,
say,
everyone,
you know?
just in case you don't know what's going on. What's going on is we're broadcasting off of 3 different channels. Okay, we are doing the Exceptional Conservative Network. We are also doing Facebook Live, and we're also doing Zoom. Now we were great. Oh my gosh, we were blessed that our CEO joined in. Like blessed, super blessed. Super blessed.
And I would note also that this is actually the first time.
That's what I was about to say.
Came on our
Super
show.
blessed. We're like the little redheaded stepkids. And once in a while, he just like throws us a bone and is like, hey, you can do this. Hey, you can do that. Whatever. So the fact that he actually took the time out of his busy schedule, and this is, I can't say the most busy man because between him and Randy, I don't know who's the most busy. I don't know. Both of you. You guys don't sleep. You guys don't sleep.
Team no sleep. Whoop, whoop.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to let everyone know that this is what's going on right now. The CEO of the network just joined in, and this is such a great honor. Thank you, Mr. McClinton.
Thank you all.
Although you say a lot of chauvinistic things to me, that's okay. I still love you. And I'm not butthurt, just letting you guys know out there that it's okay for someone not to agree with you or to have different ideals or to make jokes. And you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, where does he work? Oh, I need to fire him. Oh, you don't have to do that, okay? Because according to my CEO, what am I supposed to be?
I just want to say this real quick. The most difficult issue in America right now is not police brutality. It's not racism. It's not the national debt. It's not that 42 million people are out of work. The most severe issue is
Division.
how to get your mask to match your bathing suit. That's exactly in America right now.
I can see that.
Nothing else matters. You just gotta have a matching mask, and I believe women are supposed to have like 7 different masks that match every color of the dresses that they have. You know, because otherwise you can't go to the party. Something like that.
I can see that. I can see that.
So, Mr. Ken, real story. So you know me and whatever, they want to call me bougie or whatever. Okay, so you know I've been on my lockdown. I'm like, hey, you're not coming into my house. You're not doing, no one's going out. We're not eating out. None of that, right? Okay, so that's been for like a whole bunch of months until the movers had to come, and I was just like, why are you coming into my house? Okay, I understand you have to move my stuff. Okay, I understand it's hard to work with a mask on, but yeah. Okay, so I just got exposed to society just this week.
I finally forced her out the house.
Okay, now. He really did force me out of the house. And I was just looking at everyone like, what the freak is going on? I didn't realize that everyone was walking around with masks and all this stuff. Okay. So Randy put this mask on me. I couldn't breathe. So I took it off. I took it off. I was like, what is this? And
Oh my God. So you sounded like George Floyd for the moment.
I was just gonna say too soon. But I'm glad I'm actually glad you said that, Ken. I'm actually glad you said that.
Go ahead, honey.
Give us a take of the temperature right now from your foxhole.
Wait. Before you go to that, Mr. Ken, here's the thing that I said to everyone because I had to go. I really did have to go out because understand if I don't have to go out, I just forget you people. Okay, but I had to go out and putting that mask on. I told people, I was like, do you know how stupid this is? Now, this is my first time. No, wait, this was my first time wearing a mask. It was on Monday. It was just this past Monday. After all these months, my first time wearing a mask was just this Monday. And I was like, do you know how stupid this is? And I said, you guys are breathing in your own carbon dioxide. You do not get that? You're breathing it in. And if you're sitting there for like 8 hours over and over again, you might as well just kill yourself because that's what you're doing slowly. You're killing yourself. You breathe in oxygen from the plants and you give plants your carbon dioxide so they can survive. Exactly. So, and I really said to everyone, I was like, are you guys, like, I was in shock. I was like, are you really doing this? And Randy was just like, honey, yes, this is what people are really doing. And I took my mask off. I was like, oh.
Exactly. I got news for you. I haven't worn a mask at all during this whole pandemic. And I'm probably the strongest bull of a man that you'll ever run into because I haven't been sick. I haven't, and there are people who are wearing a mask and gloves and the whole mask hazmat outfit, and they come down with COVID-19. And I'm like, dude, what did you do?
How was this even possible?
Exactly.
All right. So, sir, and one thing else that I'm gonna say also, because when Randy forced me out of the house that day, no, he forced me out of the house.
I just want to tell you, April, when you come home, there are no police, so you can't file a report.
Okay.
That's
so
good. Yeah.
He forced me out of the house, and then he scheduled our wonderful, wonderful masseuse to come over. Now, remember, they're just coming back over the pandemic, so they're trying to make sure that they're doing everything right for the pandemic. And I'm just like, Randy, if they're gonna have gloves on, I don't need a massage. What the? It's not a massage. What is that? So
everything was great.
It was great.
It worked out just
great.
fine. Instead of oil, it was just a plethora of hand sanitizer. So it kind of worked out the same.
No, it was oil. It
was a blend. It was a cotton blend, But no, Ken, I want to give you an opportunity to share your thoughts on the temperature of America right now.
Can you pull that a little closer so that way?
From your foxhole.
Just pull it a little closer.
From my foxhole, I'll tell you. And I want to thank everybody from around the world who are watching. The two of you all. You are just the most excellent couple anybody could ever have on the air, Randy and April. And hopefully when we renegotiate your contract, you'll remember that. But the temperature here in America it depends on what you're watching. If you're watching the fake news, we're about to go into a civil war with one another. If you're watching sane news programs and commentary programs like yours, no, we're nowhere near that. The biggest problem we have in America right now is that you have a court of public opinion that people want to try every case in, rather than dealing with the presentation of facts and the presentation of evidence, as you all are doing in your episodes today, presenting the constitutional law. And quite frankly, in the case of Ahmaud Arbery, I'm going to tell you right now, those three guys who were involved are not white supremacists. They are individuals who were trying to do a citizen's arrest, and Arbery attacked them. And there was a firing of the gun. Arbery's dead. So the truth of the matter is, the way that particular case is going to end is that the riots will begin as soon as the court says that look at the Rowland case in which a corrupt DA who's losing an election and worried about whether they're going to be riots in the street over the death of a drunkard is basically saying at this particular point, you know what? Let's just throw the book at him and call it felony murder. When they had to be the completion of the investigation, and even when you look at the camera, I don't know about you, but if a guy steals my taser and then turns it on me to shoot at me, it's self-defense. I'm going after the brother in self-defense. That's the case you're going to find there. And then there is one other case, and that is the George Floyd case. And too many people have already indicted Siobhan as guilty of murder. Let me explain something to you. There are two autopsies. One says, yes, Siobhan's knee did that. The other one says, oh, wait a minute. He was pepped up on methamphetamines and also fentanyl. So, quite frankly, he could have been as strong as a bull in that back seat. We don't know what the heck happened because we don't have the footage for the back seat. So, quite frankly, what's going to happen in this particular case, because there is reasonable doubt, I doubt very seriously if George Floyd jury is going to come back and say that it was murder.
Mr. McClellan.
Come back and say is that there were protocol problems and those particular cops will walk. Then you'll see riots again. The whole idea here is that we have allowed the court of public opinion to convict too many people erroneously and lead us into an emotional hell for 2 to 3 weeks afterwards where people are burning down neighborhoods. And I must tell all the black people, please stop burning down your neighborhood. You're running out of space. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Wait, Mr. McClellan.
Very true.
Mr. McClellan, I saw this and I think it was you that posted it earlier. Stop burning down your neighborhoods because when Trump gets reelected, you won't have anything else to burn down.
You're running out of space, people.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
So we don't know if Trump is really going to get reelected, okay? But whatever. So with that being said, Mr. McClellan, you have such wonderful insight, and I want to know, what do you think about the whole psychologist going to police calls instead of armed police?
Well, as long as she's just out of college and bringing weed with her at 3 o'clock in the morning to bring up my domestic violence affair, we gonna be all right. Don't come empty-handed, chick. Hook a brother up.
Wow.
I like that idea, actually. I like that idea.
Wow. This is, oh my.
Arm the police with weed and liquor, or any other popular drug of that community, and things would be okay. Ken, I think you just
wait, Hennessy just did something. Hennessy just did something, honey.
Because are you aware that the North American CEO of Hennessy said that he's going to donate? Their company is donating $3 million to all minority businesses in America in support of solidarity for racism. I said $3 million to all of the minority businesses in America. That is literally a shot per business owner, not
Exactly.
not
Just send me the Hennessy, man. Don't send me no money.
exactly. If you're gonna do that, stock my bar for the whole year. Stock my bar for the whole year with your product to show me that you in support of me.
Okay, but all I'm saying is this. Maybe if they showed up with a shot of Hennessy and it's like, hey, can we have a drink? Hey, before this goes too far, I know you're upset. Hey, let's just have a shot. Let's just smoke a blunt. Let's just smoke a blunt.
As a man who understands camera reactions or whatever, April reacted to, I could never get these two guys together because it's just really embarrassing and I am so bougie.
Wow. Really? I don't feel the love from you, Ken. I never feel the love from you. I never feel the love.
But I do think that's gonna be I think that's gonna further issues because you are gonna send people into these situations kind of ill prepared because they don't have the experience to deal with a
They don't
911.
have the fighting skills.
No. They don't have the 911 skills to go in and say, okay, I'm gonna defuse this situation. Guns are blazing at each other, and I'm gonna go in and say, hey, let's just try to breathe for a few minutes. Let's think about. They're gonna be like, back to us, and then what?
No, but I guess what? I would be good at that job because I would show up and be like, hey, dude, what's up?
No, April, you be showing up with a Mac. Not here.
Well, but no, that would.
Right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe. But I would try. I would offer them a drink first.
I think he froze.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, you guys. This is.
He just dropped off.
Okay. So listen, you guys. This is fun. This is awesome. This is what we talk about, and this is why we encourage you guys to actually interact because we do talk to everyone, and Randy is doing the Zoom, and we do interact with the Zoom. This is why we encourage it. Now, what I was saying before, my gracious CEO, homage, after all these years, paid attention to the redhead stepchild. Anyway, that's a joke. Anyway, what I was saying before is that Randy made a comment about people coming on and saying stuff that really just has nothing to do with the post. They come on and they say things that have nothing to do with the post. So I'm going to address this since Randy said it's my show. I can pick the topics. So I'm going to say this.
4 minutes.
4 minutes? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to go quick. All right. So here's the thing. Randy and I don't care what anyone says. Like, seriously, we don't care. You don't hurt our feelings at all. You don't. But here's the thing. One thing that we will not tolerate when it comes to our social media is that we will not tolerate you guys, haters or trolls, whatever you want to call them, going in on innocent people that are really trying to address the topic. We will not tolerate that. Secondly, this is where it gets kind of a little crazy because number two, not only will we not let people address other people sideways, but as husband and wife, I will not let anyone address my husband sideways, just as he will not allow anyone to address his wife sideways. And that's what it is. Period. Now, he can handle himself. Yes, he doesn't need me. He doesn't need me to back him. I do it because, well, it's fun. And I don't need him to back me. Not at all. But he does it because he's not going to let another man disrespect his wife. That's what it is. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Yep, folks, that was all the time we have left. It was great. Total honor.
It
It's-
was so fast.
Yeah,
oh
it went
my
by.
gosh.
It went by quick. But this, like we said at the top of the show, this is the last showing here in Italy.
And it was a total honor for our CEO to come on. Oh my gosh.
Giving us his blessings to let us know we would still have a job when we return back to the States.
I know.
So we thank total big thanks and big props up to Kim and Clinton and the rest of the TECN family as we are growing a network both around the world and definitely within the urban conservative communities across the nation there. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. We are signing off one last time from Naples, Italy. It's been fa bene, ciao,
va bene,
buongiornata, benasera,
ciao.
And we will see you all in a few weeks across the pond. Take care. God bless you all. Good night.
God bless.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.